Good morning, guys. I'm so excited to show you this video because I want to share with you guys things that I've learned so that I can help you guys grow your glutes, because I know a lot of girls, that's what we want. Okay, we want to grow our glutes and we want a flat stomach. So I'm really trying to just get as much information as possible out there for you so that you can be able to get the goals that you want for yourself. Because what's better than looking in the mirror and being like, damn, I look good. Like, that's the goal. That's what I want for you. So if you're looking to grow specifically the top part of your glutes to get that nice shelf look, this video will definitely help you, because I know and I see it myself on my timeline. There's so much information when it comes to your glutes and how to grow your glutes, from what exercises to do, how many times a week you should train, how much protein you should have. And a lot of it are true, a lot of it is BS, and a lot of it is just like confusing, because you scroll and you see one video talk about one thing, and then you scroll and you see another video talk about another thing, and you scroll some more and then someone says what you heard earlier is not true because this is true, and then you scroll again, you heard someone say that that's not true because this is true, and you're like, hey, but what is true? Like, just tell me what I need to do, let me do it so I can get the results. And hopefully that can be given to you guys from this video. So now a lot of people think that when it comes to growing the shelf, it's just targeting the medius and minimus. Yes, that is true, but you also want to target the upper part of the gluteus maximus, because the gluteus maximus is that big meaty part of the glutes, and some people don't realize that it actually has two subdivisions. So a lot of times we target a lot of the lower subdivision, like in RDLs. You know, when you do the RDLs and you feel that, you're not seeing me right now, but you feel the stretch in the lower part of your butt, that is the lower subdivision of the maximus. But we want to target more the top part of the maximus. GymFit is Gymshark. I know, I keep wearing Gymshark, but that's just because I fumbled the bag and I spent a lot of money on Gymshark in the past couple of years, but we're gonna switch that up and get different things. Anyways, so let's go off to the gym.
All right, so the first exercise we're gonna do are Bulgarian split squats. Now, I know nobody likes this exercise. You're probably thinking like, oh my God, I hate doing these. But listen, it gotta get done. And I know getting your glutes engaged with the Bulgarian split squats is something people struggle with. So I'll share with you guys a few tips. First things first, you wanna make sure you're getting that full range of motion. Like, that back knee needs to get as close as possible to the floor for every single rep, okay? You wanna make sure that rep 1 looks exactly like your last rep. Second, you wanna make sure that you're moving your body in a diagonal movement. So as you go down, you're actually pushing your butt back and down towards that back foot. And as you come up, you're kind of going up right in like a diagonal way. So it kind of looks like you're moving on an escalator rather than going straight up and down as if you're on an elevator. I hope that makes sense. And then lastly, you want to make sure that your shins are parallel to your torso at the bottom position of the split squats. So as you go down, you want to make sure you're slightly leaning your chest forward towards that front knee. And you want to make sure that at the bottom, your shins are not vertically straight. They're kind of in a diagonal slant. This will allow you to get that glute engagement and the stretch in your glutes as you go all the way down and as you go all the way up. For the split squats, I recommend you guys do 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps on each leg. The second exercise we're going to do are single leg hip thrusts. Now these, let me tell you, hip thrust in itself is already hard, but now doing single leg hip thrusts is just, it's like making something that was already hard even more difficult. So I like to make sure that I have my feet properly positioned so that at the top of the movement, my shins are vertical. So you want your knees to be in alignment with the heel of your foot. And you also want to make sure that you're fully locking out your hips at the top. So you want that full extension, hips aligned with your knees. So ultimately it should kind of look like an L shape from your hips all the way to your heel of your foot. This, you guys, has my glutes on fire every single time because 1, I'm making sure that I have a proper load. 2, I'm making sure I'm getting that full stretch all the way at the bottom, locking out at the top, and I'm squeezing my glutes. And I do 15 to 20 reps on each leg. I highly recommend you guys to start with the weaker leg, then the stronger leg, because the weaker leg will always be at a disadvantage. And whenever you do the second leg in an exercise, the second leg always just struggles. Like, it's always a struggle for the second leg. So don't put your weaker leg at an even more disadvantage. Make that the first leg you start with, and then do your stronger leg second. Next, we're going to do the side leg hip abduction. Now, I know a lot of people don't do this exercise or even aware of it, so I'm going to break it down for you guys. So you want to start by laying on your side, and you want to make sure that your working foot that you're going to be kicking up and down is actually behind you off of the bench. And the most important thing about this exercise is have that toe pointed down towards the floor. So whenever you guys do hip abductions, you always want to have an internal rotation with your working leg. Now, you want to kick your leg all the way up as high as you can, and then bring that leg all the way down to get that full range of motion, and repeat. I am telling you guys, this exercise will humble you, because looking at it, it looks easy. Like, oh, she's just kicking her leg up on the side, chilling on a bench. No. When you are doing this, whether it's with body weights, whether it's with a band, whether it's with a 5-pound dumbbell or plate, you will feel the medius muscle going overdrive because it's literally isolating that top part of your glute. This is going to help you guys get that nice projection at the top that we want, so we can get that nice shelf look in our glutes. I recommend you guys do 3 sets, 20 reps on each side. And once again, you want to start with the weaker side. So if your left side is weaker, start with the weaker side, because this is going to be difficult, especially if it's your first time doing this exercise. Next, we're going to do a seated hip abduction superset, which I've been in love with. Like, I do this every single leg day, and I get my clients to do it as well, and they love the pump that they get from it. You want to start by doing 12 reps with you sitting all the way back upright, and you want to make sure that you're really opening your legs as wide as possible, and then bringing your knees all the way in and repeating. This is going to target the medius muscle, which is that top part of your glutes. So if you're still unsure of what that muscle feels like, just place your hand on the top of your glutes as you do this exercise, and you should feel it contracting as you open and close your legs. Now, once you finish doing 12 reps, you're going to lean all the way forward, and you're going to do another 12 reps, but this time you're going to be having more of a stretch in your gluteus maximus, that top part, as well as the medius muscle. So we're working the entire upper glute doing both of these variations. Let me tell you, 24 reps, or if you want to throw in an extra rep and do 25 of each set, and only taking a 45-second break in between sets, and you're doing 3 sets total, your gluteus medius muscle will be on fire afterwards. But this is the whole point. This is what we got to do in order for us to get that nice shelf look of our glutes at the top. The next exercise we're going to do are cable clamshells. And honestly, this is a new exercise for me. But when I tell you the pump that I get from this is different, I'm like, I got to put you guys on. So you want to start by placing the ankle straps just below your knee. All we're going to do now is keep your back straight, hips facing forward, core engaged, and you're going to rotate your knee externally. So basically just bring your knee away from your body and then back forward and repeat. Now this is going to work your medius muscle, which is that same muscle we worked doing the side lane hip abduction, the seated hip abduction. Like, you know, that top part of your glute that we've been feeling? This is what you should be feeling here. So you can always place your hand on top of your glutes to make sure that you're getting that muscle contracted as you rotate your knee outwards. And I recommend you guys doing 3 sets of 12 on each leg, because let me tell you, that is all you need. Okay, this is just like doing the clams on the floor, but what I like about this is that the cables allows you to load up even more weight, which you would want to do in order for you to get that bigger muscle of the medius, right? Obviously hypertrophy, we got a progressive overload, so the cables allow you to do that. So that is it, you guys. Hopefully you got some tips on what you need to do to build your top glute, get that nice shelf look, because I feel like a lot of people do neglect the medius muscle. So hopefully I could help you guys on that. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.